first question. What music videos and magazines, films have you worked on?
Well, I have been out here in California since 2008, so I've had quite a few years to work on some really great projects. The last one I did was Tyga and Chris Brown, their AO video. They had me riding a horse, which was definitely an amazing experience. I was really happy to do that, of course, because my other greatest passion is horses. So I've also been blessed to work on Lady Gaga. When she did her Guy and Venus project, we went up to Hearst Castle and we shot that. I have worked with Lil Wayne, Future, and Drake, as well as a lot of smaller artists, I'll say. I've shot with a reggae video, which was a lot of fun. We spent all day at the beach. It was an amazing time. And I guess I don't do as many music videos anymore. I like to stick towards projects along the lines of TV shows, or I shoot a lot of sketches.
So, what were you like as a child? How supportive are your parents of, your career as it is now, especially being in music videos?
Well, actually, as a child, I was very independent. I'll say I didn't spend a whole lot of time trying to get other people to play with me. I was like, okay, I'll play by myself. I was very happy to sit in the corner and play with my horses and my dolls and everything, or go out in the woods and kind of do my own thing. I was really happy with that. My mom said I never threw a tantrum, which is interesting. But I did eat everything, from balloons and paint to the leather seat of a car. My mom loves telling that story. That was me as a child. And when I moved out here and decided that I wanted to pursue acting and things in the industry, my mom was not supportive of it. She was a model, and I think she felt like it was a little bit too hard for me. She wanted to protect me from a lot of the things you experience being in the industry, and it's just kind of a lot of judgment and things like that. My dad, however, was very supportive of it. He wanted to be my manager, which thank goodness that didn't happen. So my mom definitely has come around now, and she's supportive of it and really happy, and she loves hearing about when I'm on shoots and what I'm doing, and she watches all my videos. I did a Mac Miller video where I was underwater the entire time. And then they had me in an infinity room, which is really cool, and she loves that video because my hair kind of just flows under the water, and she shows all her friends. So
So do you think that, sorry to cut you off, but do you think that it's because of the way Hollywood and the industry was in the past towards women, that she had this reserved feeling about you, and then seeing how it is now, that it's more open, more inviting, more freedom now for women artists and creators to actually go out and create their own business? You think that difference is what makes her more supportive now than why she was so reserved, I should say?
Well, the statement that you said is true. I do believe it's a lot more open now than it was. However, I think what pushed her a little bit more towards being supportive and accepting it is that she realized I wasn't going to give up, that I pursued my dream and I was going to continue to pursue it, as well as she saw how happy I was. And she just wanted me to be happy. Any parent, they just want their child to be happy. And she saw that I was in love with it, and she couldn't help but start supporting me and continuing that path.
I mean, you have very beautiful hair. I see you keep rubbing, and it's very, it's way better.
I'm doing that because it's 1,000,000 degrees.
So how do you maintain your body and your hair and your skin?
Well, on my skin, I only use natural things. I would say if I can't eat it, then I'm not going to put it on my skin. I use a lot of apple cider vinegar. I use honey. I use oatmeal. I use goat's milk, those kind of things. And also pH is very important when it comes to skin, because your skin is supposed to be at a pH of, I believe, between a 4.5 and a 6.2. So I check the things that I put on it. because it is important. I wear so much makeup when I'm on set. When I get home and have to take it all off, it's important that my skin is as fresh and as young looking as possible. So I'm very, very watchful of what I put on. My hair, as you can see, I have a lot of it, and it can be a huge pain in the butt sometimes. So I have used a lot of different products on it. The one that I find that I like the most would be Mix Chicks, and I use their kids' hair, their kids' shampoo and conditioner, because it has less chemicals than the ones I put in adult.
I don't know if you can tell, but I don't really have hair, but I'm going to probably check it out and see if they have it around here.
Yeah, there you go. You can put it here.
Maybe for my eyebrows, and straighten it out. So, exactly. When did you really start modeling and acting? What was your very first?
My first job?
Yes.
Actually, I did a small runway show when I was 16 in Philadelphia, believe it or not. And when I moved out here to California, I started doing, really just to get the experience, I started doing what they call like photo days. There's a bunch of photographers, and you can go and kind of just get thrown into the mix and figure out how everything works. So I started doing that, and it was an amazing experience, and I met a lot of really great people who helped me along the way. And from there, I kind of progressed and built myself up, and started booking myself on bigger and bigger jobs. And I guess I was 18 when I started, and I'm a couple of years later. So, so you know, I think I've really been blessed to live the life I have so far.
I agree. So, what were your dreams like as a kid compared to the dreams that you have right now, the future goals? What were your dreams when you were younger? Are they like close to what they are now, or are they like totally different?
That is a good question. When I was younger, I guess I left home at the age of 12, and I actually ran away from home, and I was put in the foster care system, and I had a lot of dreams then. I think that modeling, since the age of 12, I always knew I wanted to model, I wanted to act. That's a desire I've continuously had. As well as, I just knew I wanted a pony. That was definitely there, the pony dream. But I'm very driven to succeed, and I just knew that whatever it was, I wanted to be successful at it, and I wanted to feel like it was worthwhile and something that I was happy. Whether it was being a veterinarian or a marine biologist, I was really crazy about being that for a while, and an anthropologist. I wanted to do a lot of work with animals and children and things, but definitely the one that stuck was always acting, modeling, and kind of being in the entertainment industry.
So, a little bit more serious question.
Yeah.
Just have to warm you up for it, get you ready, prepare yourself. Do you see yourself as this beautiful person who would grace the screen and be the most beautiful image in front of the camera right now?
Well, that's another really good question.
It's a tough question.
Yeah. As I said, I always had the drive. The drive never left me. From the time I was a small child, I knew that was what I wanted to do. I always knew that. Did I think it would happen? Absolutely. I absolutely thought it would happen someday. Did I think that it would happen, I guess, the way it did? No. I didn't think the journey that I took was going to affect me, my choices, the way it did. Like I said, I was in foster care at a very young age. I didn't feel very wanted. I didn't feel very loved. I went through a very long, long phase where I I hated myself. I thought I was ugly. I thought if I was prettier, maybe somebody would want me. Maybe, I mean, I did look like a boy. I had the big hair that was this long, um, and I did not feel beautiful. I absolutely did not. I went through the entirety of middle school and high school as well, probably up until maybe I was 19. I didn't feel like a beautiful person. I really didn't. And when people would tell me, you're beautiful, I would kind of be a little bit taken aback and think that, acting and modeling, I'm doing it because it's something I love to do, not because I thought I was beautiful. It was just something in my heart I felt I wanted. I never thought it was going to be based on my looks. So, especially growing up in Vermont, and yeah, I grew up in Vermont. It's not a whole lot of variety there, we'll say. So I definitely felt like an outcast.
I totally agree with you. I'm actually originally from Wisconsin, not Louisiana. So yeah, there's a big thing going on, especially if you're in Wisconsin and you're lactose intolerant. Doesn't really work when like cheese is the main thing.
Okay, so being from Vermont, I do have to say we have the best dairy. You guys, you gotta give it up. You gotta get up. Like you don't have the best cheese.
I'm sorry. We're not gonna go into this debate. I know me and Kareem gets into this a lot because she goes with the Saints as a football team, and I go with the Green Bay Packers, of course. Okay. She wants me to wear my cheese head when I do interviews and things like that, so I can support, the Midwest and be like, yay. But, I'm in the South. The South is the new Hollywood, supposedly. A lot more jobs and things are coming out this way. So that's one of the things that we're trying to do. We're trying to promote.
New Orleans, I know you guys have the biggest underwater soundstage, I think, over there.
Yes, it's actually between New Orleans and Baton Rouge.
Okay. That's where they shot Life of Pi, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. See, you're You know it. So, like I said, hard questions. What do you think your purpose in life is? Because everyone always feels that they have this one calling drive, something that pushes them to be better or continue on a struggle that seems hopeless. So, what is your purpose? If you mind me asking. I know it's kind of weird.
No, not at all. There's a lot of great questions that have been put to me so far. My purpose in life, that's a tough one. And honestly, I think that when I was younger, I felt sure of what my purpose in life was, and I knew it in my heart, and I knew it in my soul, and I really, really wanted to help heal people, and children especially, who have been through some things that are maybe similar to what I've been through. I really felt that was another big driving factor of really becoming successful at acting and modeling, because I felt like then I would have a much greater voice and more capability to reach out to others. And I wanted to be able to speak at schools and inspire children and young women and people to not give up and really keep pushing forward with their life, because there was a lot of times in my life I wanted to give up, and I wished I wasn't alive, and I prayed to God that I wouldn't wake up the next day, and these things that, to me, they're not permanent situations. So to really reach out to the youth and the children and touch them and make them feel that it's not the end, and that there is something that comes next, and it can be really amazing. And I feel like I just really want to heal those.
That's a great answer. I mean, I think that's what most entertainers and people in the beginning of the industry really want to do. They want to tell a story, or they want to pass a message on and say, hey, look, things are rough now, but this is just the beginning. This rough spot that you might have right now, this is going to make you stronger for that time when you're up there, you have to give a speech and tell people thank you for supporting me because of all this bad things. You know, I had a speech I used to prepare, and it used to be years ago. I would write down, I would practice. It was a speech to the bullies. I don't want to really go into it, but I would like to. It basically was summing up saying, "Thank you, bullies, because if you didn't push me, you didn't kick me, you didn't tell me I wasn't worth this, or how much a piece of mess I was, that I wouldn't have worked harder, fought against all the struggles to become better, and just to thank you. Without you pushing me down, I would not be here to stand up." That was the whole sum. It kind of broke down over the years, but that was really the sum of it. That was my speech to people.
That's beautiful. I like it. I think that's definitely, there's a lot of truth in that speech. There's a lot of truth. People who go through certain situations in their life, you do end up stronger, and I think you do end up with a harder drive and will, and you do give back to others. So I like that speech. You might have to send it to me.
Just remind me later. So we've been kind of deep and kind of rough and just kind of getting the background of you, but we haven't really hit on you. So any advice you might want to give to any young models or actresses out there trying to be just like you?
Well, I actually like the way you phrase that, because I would say, don't be just like me. Be you, because there's already a me. So that lessens the need for that. Be you and know who you are and own yourself and never stop working on yourself, and don't ever give up. And don't be too hard on yourself. Take time to relax as well.
Yeah, definitely. So, what about you? What are your favorite hobbies?
Oh, that's a good one. Well, I finally got that pony. So that's right now. It's what I spend a lot of my time doing is feeding it and cleaning up after it and all of those things that come with ponies. So I do that. I also really enjoy hiking, and I love being out in nature. There's still a Vermont country gal out there, or in me still. So I like going to. I haven't been to the Santa Monica Mountains yet. I'd like to go, but I go to the local areas here in LA and hike and spend time outdoors. Eating ice cream, is that a hobby?
From Vermont, yes, most definitely.
All right. Well, then that's another hobby. I don't know if I'm in a certain area. If I'm in a certain area, I like to canoeing, kayaking, places with water, things like that. I like to do all that activity, going to the beach, things like that. Sorry, somebody's talking. You have a producer talking in your ear. I have one talking in mine.
Are they watching too?
No, they're just listening in.
Oh yeah, my dog is behind me. She's my producer.
She's the director.
Yeah, she. I don't know if you noticed. She was like hitting me, and I'm like, no, wait. Not right now. So yeah,
I'm just gonna see her head kind of like come up over your shoulder.
But yeah, if she gets really upset, yeah, she will definitely climb. She's not a little dog. She's a big dog, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she will definitely be like all over me, and my head will disappear, and you just see this big golden retriever like licking his tongue out. I don't want to do it because it's kind of scary and disgusting. A big grown man doing the dog look face. I don't want to.
Oh yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I can just picture it.
Just visually imagine it in your face. This is works.
Exactly.
So, you said you like ice cream. What other foods are your favorite?
My mom's eggplant lasagna, hands down, 100%.
Now,
That
is that like a vegetarian lasagna? Just like eggplant is the meat substance? Because I'm a meat eater, I guess. I don't know what food would be like without vegetables.
it is.
Kind of explain it
It
to
is.
me if you can.
It's basically it's breaded eggplant in place of the meat. And I'm vegetarian. I've been vegetarian for pure vegetarian for about 10 years now. Before that, I was pescatarian, so I ate fish, but no red meats or no chicken or turkey or anything. So I started out when I was 4, cutting meat out of my diet.
Hmm.
I think lamb went first, hot dogs went last.
See, hot dogs was first for me.
Really? I was a kid. I didn't know they were considered meat.
Yeah, I don't even think they're really considered meat now, but that's another whole story here. So, what is your favorite type of music? I know you said you were in a couple of music videos that was all over, but do you have a specific type of music that you really like to enjoy when you're just being you?
Well, I've been in a lot of hip hop music videos and things like that, as I said. When it depends on what mood I'm in, the music that I like to listen to. Right now, The Weeknd, I love his music. I listen to anything, so from hip hop to classical to some country to even Irish music. I love some Irish music. So it's really kind of all across the board.
So it's not strange if, like, you're driving around the streets of LA and you hear some Disney channel or some Kids Bop come on and you just start singing and going with it.
Well, I don't know about Kids Bop or Disney, but it wouldn't be strange if you heard listening to some form of, Trans-Siberian Orchestra or anything classical played with electric instruments. I find that very interesting.
I agree. So, what's your favorite type of film, or what's your favorite film? Do you have a favorite? I guess.
Favorite film? That is tough. I really enjoy Quentin's movies. Quentin Tarantino. I love his stuff. I think he has the way he shoots it and everything. It's definitely engaging. You never get bored watching anything of his, from Grindhouse to Django, anything. Oh, what was that?
That was my cough. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like, one of those, like, oh no, Django.
No. Django is actually a wonderful movie. I love Quentin Tarantino. I'm actually really excited about his new movie that's coming out, The Hateful Eight.
Yes. Oh man.
70,
I can't wait.
Super 70. Oh, it's gonna look amazing.
And actually, another one that I'm excited for is Gary Gray's NWA movie. I actually had a little, probably one of those moments where, oh look, there I am. One of those moments in that. So I can't wait to see that. You can actually see me in it.
Oh, so
very excited.
Being in movies and formerly doing music videos, not really doing music videos anymore, but doing more, movies and acting and modeling. How do you balance your work and your personal life? I mean, ponies take a lot of time.
Work and personal life. I think. Sorry, somebody's listening. I think that my personal life. I feel like it's really well balanced, honestly. I say that I really love what I do, so I don't feel like I really work. They say when you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life. But I kind of feel like, and because I have the schedule that I do, you're not always shooting, or it's kind of a very flexible schedule. I get to spend a lot of time doing things that I love to do, as well as the shooting and being on set, which I also love. So it's very well balanced.
So, where do you see yourself in the future? I mean, we've already talked about the past. We're trying to bring it full circle. So, where do you see you? Started off being in modeling and doing music videos, and now you have a part in a future movie that's coming out. Where do you see yourself in the future?
Well, in the future, actually, I have a company right now, a content marketing company. It is called Florbread Creatives. So I'm doing a lot of work on that, and I see in the future that being a really big contender um, in the business world, and having a lot of clients and people I'm working with, as well as being able to create my own content, which kind of brings it back around to what you were saying, females having a little bit more control now, um, and being able to produce a lot of things that I choose to be in, or that maybe other people that I'm working with, and I really have faith in backing something that they've written or ideas they have, and be able to create those.
Awesome. You've answered every single question and motivated me. So I just have one question, one last question for you. What makes you tick?